Today I'll be showing you a bunch of Disney Villains pins from Pink a la Mode. So I have 13 pins to show you, and they are part of 3 different Pink a la Mode Villains pin series that I've been collecting now for a few months. So I have some from the older Cute Villains Medallions pin series. I have some from the Iconic Villains pin series, which I absolutely love the designs of. And then I have some from the newer Villains pin series, including one Chase pin, which of course is nice and glittery. So let's go take a look at the pins. So the first pins I'll show you are the Cute Villains Medallion series. They are all limited edition 250. And it's an 11-pin collection, and they came out in waves. And if you've watched my videos for that long, I did show you wave 1 and 2. I missed out on wave 3. I was on vacation, and I just missed out on them. That was Scar and Cruella de Vil. And then wave 4 is Jafar here. So you can see that these are all 3-inch pins, and they have a really beautiful pearlized background. And they have glitter elements, of course. So you've got the staff with glitter, the jewel, and then the top of his hat are all glitter. And then Iago's here. Don't see him in many pins. So this was wave 4. So we have Jafar, and then the other one in wave 4 is Dr. Facilier. So this one, super cool. Love the color background, and got these demons in the background. That's awesome. And then he's got a lot of glitter in his clothes and on his hat and in the feather on his hat. Very nice pen. And these were, I believe, probably late spring, early summer for this wave 4. And then there was a gap, and then they released 3 more. So we have the Old Hag. So this one, very nice. She has glitter in her robe, on her hair, in the smoke back here, and in the evil-looking apple. I love that little guy. He's just all angry, evil. Then it has a pearlized background, and then it has the spooky trees on top, too. Super, super nice design. Love this one. And then the next one I got in this series was the Queen of Hearts. So similar type style in the background. There's all kinds of things in the background there. And she has glitter in her dress and on her crown and in her hair and on the little wand. And then the roses is pretty cool. If you can see that, there's some details, some enamel details in the rose. Kind of gives it a little texture look there. So very nice pen. And then the last one of this series, which is my favorite, is Captain Hook. Just love this one. Love the blue. Looks like with the pearlized effect, it looks like it's a really rough sea out there. And he has tons of glitter in his hat, and then on the anchor and in his sword. And I really like how Skull Rock is back there and the Jolly Roger. Just a really nice pen. And these are all limited edition 250. But this wave, I would call this wave 5, they all say that on the back. But the older ones, it was before they put that on the back. So those don't say LE250, but they are LE250. So those were the Cute Villain Medallions pins that I got that I haven't shown you yet. I do have other videos where I showed the first 3 waves of these. So next up is the Iconic Villains series. These are all limited edition 300. It is a 12-pin collection, and as of the time of this recording, 11 of these are still available. So the ones I'm going to show you are Maleficent. So these are really nice. They all have this border going around the pin, but each one of them has a different symbol. So the symbol for this one is the Maleficent Dragon head, and at the bottom here it's got one that's all colored, and then they all have a pearlized background. So this one's got the purple background, and then they also all have a lot of glitter elements. So this one has the staff that has a bunch of glitter, and then Maleficent, of course, who's looking all evil and angry. And these are all a black tone finish, and they do say limited edition 300 on the back. So the next one I got is Ursula. So this one has, the border has the seashell on it. And in the background, love the blue in the background, the pearlized blue. Very nice. And it has a lot of glitter on the shell. Well, both shells right there. And then up in her hair too. I don't know if we can you see that in her hair? Yeah, she has glitter up in her hair. Also a very nice pen. I just love this series. And the next one I got is Scar. I don't have too many villain pens of Scar. There's a lot of villains pen series out there and they don't make Scar a lot of times. So when I saw this one had Scar, I jumped and got this one. So it looks like he has the scar around the edge, and he has his paw down here with his claws all glittered up. Very nice green background too in this one. And then the colored, interesting on this one, the colored symbol is on the top of the pen because he has his paw down on the bottom. Very nice pen. And can't have a villain series without Hades. So here's Hades all on fire and angry and has a little fireball thing down here. And the really nice purple background. And then he has some glitter in his robe. Super nice pen. And then the last one in this collection that I got, and this one's my favorite, is the Evil Queen. There's just a lot going on in this pen, lots of different colors. I just really love it. And I've always liked this, the apple with the poison that creates the skull. I've always liked that symbol, and look at this pen has two of them. But I really like the red in the background and how it goes with the green poison down here. And the two apples have glitter, and so does her crown. So this is my favorite one, but overall this series is probably my favorite villain series, and out of the 12 pen collection I purchased these 5. Maybe I should go and get some more of these. So the next series I'm going to show you are their newest villains pens. These are just the villains large collectible pens, and they come in this cardboard sleeve, which is super nice, but when you take them out of the sleeve, now they're in this plastic case. Very nice. So it's like the box, but it's in a case. And these are all limited edition 400. You can take it out of the case here. And it has the Evil Queen in her classic evil looking pose that she's seen in a lot. And this is just a kind of a felt. So it has paper here, and then this is the plastic that it's pinned to. But then this is all a felt that goes around it. I just really like the color of the background, so I think I might keep these in these cases. This is a 12 pin collection, and each villain that I'm showing you does have a whiteout chase version. So this is the Maleficent Dragon, and here she is standing on top of the castle. Very awesome. And the whiteout chase versions are not sold by themselves. You can get these ones by themselves, but to get the whiteout chase version, you have to buy them in a pair. And unfortunately with these two, this whiteout chase is sold out. So this is the only pen out of this 12 pin collection that you can't get right now, but the rest are still available. So this is the whiteout chase version of that same Maleficent Dragon pen. And the difference is it's all white and it has tons of glitter in the belly of the dragon and in the wings of the dragon. Very nice pen design. Always like these whiteout chase versions with all the little bits of glitter in them. Very cool. But yeah, this is a 12 pin collection, and at the time of this recording, 11 of these are still available. So I do have that link down in the description that you can get to the Pink a la Mode pens and pick up any of them that you would like. Those were the Disney Villains pens that I purchased recently from Pink a la Mode. Let me know down in the comments which one was your favorite. And if you do love Disney Villains pens, I did create a Disney Villains pen playlist which will have all of my Disney Villains unboxings and pin hauls, so you can click on that in my channel and watch all of my Disney Villains videos. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.